Breaking Generational Poverty by Katie Druding, a sophomore at Pfeiffer University, and sponsored by Dr. Laura Lauder, Department of Education. What is generational poverty? Generational poverty occurs when poverty begins as a dysfunctional living situation and then becomes a functional living situation after it has been prevalent in a family for multiple consecutive generations. Why is generational poverty an issue? Most individuals who are living in a generational poverty-stricken household do not realize that they can live in a more financially comfortable lifestyle. Therefore, the cycle continues for multiple generations to come. How can an individual flee from generational poverty? Individuals who have come to the realization and accept that their current lifestyle and financial situation is one they would like to disband from, they should earn an education if they have not done so already. Why should an individual receive an education? Individuals who earn their education are more marketable in the workforce. Those who have their high school diploma or GED are more likely to hold a steady paid job than an individual who did not finish their primary education. Those who have an associate's degree are more likely to receive higher pay in their position and are also more likely to be offered a leadership position. What motivates an individual to break the cycle? It can be incredibly difficult for individuals to find a reason or motivation to make an attempt to break free from poverty. In most cases, individuals that attempt to leave poverty do so for one of four reasons. A situation is so awful and painful that any other situation would be better. An aspiration that the individual wants to achieve. A talent or ability that may provide an opportunity. A sponsor, such as an educator or role model, that convinces the individual that they could live differently. In Ruby Payne's book, A Framework for Understanding Poverty, she shares the story of a woman named Sandy. Sandy's life was filled with traumatic experiences, such as her father kidnapping her and living in the back seat of a vehicle. These traumatic experiences caused her to drop out of school and join a gang in Chicago. Since Sandy's father was very flawed and inattentive, Sandy wanted male attention and love. She proceeded to attempt to become pregnant in order to have a male figure stay by her side and love her. Unfortunately, she made this same decision 5 times, and none of the fathers of her children remained in her life. While Sandy was pregnant with her 5th child, a member from a rival gang held her at gunpoint, threatening to kill her and her unborn child. At this point, she realized that she needed to find a way to escape her impoverished gang life to better herself and her children's lives. Sandy went back to high school and lived in a battered women's shelter with her children and her mother. After she finally finished high school, Sandy enrolled as a full-time student at her local community college. She earned her associate's degree with little support from anyone except for her children and her mother. The very last line of Sandy's story in Payne's book, she states, "Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I know the only way out of poverty is to complete my education." Through all of her struggles during her lifetime, Sandy came to the realization that she needed an education in order to escape poverty to better the life of herself and her children.